background music. To hype up.
Welcome to BM Beats. You're joining us from Brewsters Academy, and we are with the man, the myth, and the legend. Ndumiso, welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
It's such an honor. Look, we've been speaking about you since we started this brand in 2020.
Yes.
COVID. And, you were one of the true shining lights, not just for townships, but for South Africa.
Yes.
To build the brewery that you did and have the success that you did, we've always hypothesized, like, how does this man think? Does he wake up at night? Does he dress the same way as we do? And we finally get to meet you. So, no, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on your show.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, so there was something you said, and because we only have 5 minutes, I wish we had longer. You said our government is anti-entrepreneur.
Yes.
Can we please just unpack that for the next 5 minutes?
Oh, well, we know for a fact that any developing economy is driven by entrepreneurship.
Yes.
It's driven by SMMEs. Those SMMEs are started by mostly your entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And that's where the government is supposed to be supporting a lot of these small businesses to drive up employment, to drive up the economy, and so on and so forth. But what you find is there is quite a huge barrier of entry to compete against the big, well-established companies that are listed on the JSE, who have zero willingness to assist small businesses.
Yeah.
The term monopoly in this country really exists.
It's regular. I think that's the regular standard of business.
From the business point of view,
yeah,
companies are happy to actually monopolize the economy without having small players in it.
Yeah,
and that's where your government comes in. The government is the prime driver of demonopolizing the industry, making sure that small guys are able to come in,
participate,
creating, the niche markets, driving small businesses, driving entrepreneurship. We have the likes of the DTIC. We have a lot of FDIs that are there that are supposed to be driving this.
Yeah.
But what you find is, it's not really very...
They sit him back, yeah.
So I think we have to have a conversation as South Africans of how we actually reset the button.
Yeah.
And start looking at small businesses driving this economy from where it is.
Well, because I'm really glad you brought up the term monopoly, because that's what, especially because we're a beer podcast and we love beer, we're passionate about beer, but South Africa does have a duopoly. It's either Heineken or ABN Bev.
That's right.
And they are squeezing brands such as your own, Soweto Gold, they will speak. They really are putting the squeeze on these industry, because I think the latest stats was craft accounts for 1% of the market. And how the government is not stepping in or putting, legislation or some form of policing as to guys, you cannot continue doing this. Because as much as you guys are big, you don't really reinvest in the township. You don't really reinvest in the smaller guys that are trying to participate and, hire local people. So in Pretoria, we have maybe three craft breweries. They hire, 2-3 people, which is, not much, but we need a few more of those, I feel.
Actually, it's very interesting in South Africa how the economy is designed. The majority of black entrepreneurs, I'm now speaking specifically about the liquor space.
Yeah.
They play right at the bottom end of it, where they actually retail the product.
Yeah.
Shebeens, bottle stores. Small margin, yes. Shebeens.
The bottle stores.
Bottle stores. Where if you look in the whole value chain of alcohol, where the cream sits right at the top. In manufacturing.
And when you're actually producing the actual beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where the barrier of entry is so high.
It's closed.
That, you cannot. All you can do basically as an entrepreneur is either distribute their product or sell it. But when it comes to the real job creator, which is production, there's absolutely no space for you there. If you happen to be bold enough to actually go in there, the economies of scale for these behemoths are so much so that you can never be able to compete with them on price. So already on price point,
no. You are not with.
You are alone. You know, I mean, so you have to, classify your brand in such a way that it attracts the niche that can pay for it.
Yeah. And
worst of all, this speaks again to our government. You still pay the same excise duty as the rest of mankind.
Because I was like, there's no way you are regulating SAB the same way you're regulating a small craft brew.
That's right.
How are we paying the same taxes? We are not in the same tax bracket.
Yes. The argument is, at the end of the day, you as a manufacturer are not the one who's paying the excise duty.
Yeah.
The excise duty is being actually paid by the consumer, but we collect it through the manufacturer.
Yeah.
So how then do you identify which manufacturer must pay what amount of excise duty? It's not too complex a problem. I hear the problem. I mean, I've had a conversation with our then Minister of Finance about this.
Yeah.
It's something that's pretty much solvable. But we just need the willingness from the powers that be,
political wills
to actually, think bigger picture of growing the economy.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. So to close off, I wish we had more time. We will try set this up again and find you, and maybe next year Aphiwe will invite you again.
Yes.
For a longer conversation.
Yes.
But I have to just ask, when are we having you back in the beer industry?
I'm actually back.
Are you?
Yes.
You are much missed. You are so missed.
I'm brewing already next week for my first.
Okay. Tell us more.
It's a unique product. I can't speak about it because
the details
in the non-disclosure agreement.
Trade secrets, guys. Trade secrets.
But yeah, no, we're back with a bang, and it's a very exciting space.
It is.
South Africa has grown to have products that have gone unchallenged
for too long,
and we are basically disrupting the market. And that's what we do as entrepreneurs.
I mean, you did it so successfully
disrupt
before.
The market.
You did it so
done it before, so we're doing it again.
I can't wait.
We hope for success again. And yeah, next week trials, and then hopefully by the summer we are at quite a lot of bottle stores.
Okay. I can't wait. We'll be the first to review it. Please give us a sneak peek.
Thank you so
We will
much.
support you as much as we can. We need more disruptors in the space.
Yes.
And thank you so much. Hope to have this conversation again over this new beer.
Yes.
And all the best.
Thank you.
And yeah, hope to have you back soon.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Guys, the man himself, Ndumiso, thank you so much, sir. You have done so much for this podcast. We love your beer. The owner of a 5 out of 5 beer right here, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so much. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, yes. Good. So the way when we sign off, we have a tagline.
Yes.
On the podcast. It's called Good Times, Open Minds.
Yes.
Because we feel like the only way you can open minds is through good times.
Yes.
So with a drink in hand, conversations being facilitated. That's how we do it. Thank you so much, sir.
Cheers.